Hi, I'm Seth Kahan. Most people know that I was part of the small team that was responsible for introducing knowledge management at the World Bank in the mid-90s. What they don't know is that it was the second knowledge management initiative, and the first was a near disaster. I got drafted to be part of the first team. It was a small group. It was an elite group. We had highly paid consultants from the outside, a dedicated budget. The CIO was watching us, as was the CEO. And we worked together building the new intranet. It was 1995 and nobody had ever heard of an intranet. It was very cool. There were lots of bells and whistles. We all oohed and ahed when we looked at it. The problem was that after a year, it was the same small group of people looking at it. I decided to get out. I found another job in the organization and I wrote my letter of resignation. And while I was literally typing the letter to the CIO, someone else stopped in my office, Steve Denning, and he asked me what I was up to. I told him and he asked me to give him an hour. An hour later, I was assigned to Steve's team. I was actually put on loan to him. You see, Steve didn't have any resources. We were a very small group. There were only 4 of us initially. He had half of an executive assistant and no budget. And yet 2 years later, we changed the face of that organization forever. We had tens of thousands of people participating in our knowledge management initiative and a $60 million annual allocation for the work. And even to this day, there are many, many communities involved in the organization that we started. Despite presidents coming and going, despite budgets getting pulled and put back in and pulled, despite knowledge management going out of favor and coming back into favor, still you can find the impact of our work there. How did that happen? Well, it was all about engagement. We learned that bringing the right people together to talk about the right thing was at the center of everything we did. We pulled people who were outside the organization, people across the silos together. We spent time identifying our most valuable players and sparking their enthusiasm and building their esprit de corps. That's what real change is all about. Engagement is about creating buy-in, contribution, uptake, participation, all the things that get people involved. When people see your change initiative as a way to carry out their own agenda, they get really excited, enthusiastic, and they participate. That's what I write about, that's what I talk about, and that's what I help organizations do. Everywhere on this website you can find resources, most of them for free. You can download the first chapter of my book, which has become a Washington Post bestseller. And in it, I explain the core difference between the work I do and most change initiatives. I tell you exactly what engagement is and how to create it. Also, as you look around here on the website, you can find all of my articles in Fast Company and the Washington Post. You can sign up for Monday Morning Mojo. It's a weekly newsletter I send out to put rocket fuel in your coffee and give you some inspiration, but also to share some executive intelligence that will help you to identify, influence, and leverage emerging trends for business growth in your organization. So take a look around, and if you want to contact me, please give me a call. My phone number is right up there at the top, as well as my email. I'd love to talk to you and about how I can help you in your work.